When I say I made $8,000 a month at 21, people instantly picture the dream. Asterisk, you know the one. Waking up without an alarm. Sipping overpriced coffee while the world rushes off to their 9-to-5 south. Checking your phone and seeing another payment hit. Freedom, control, success. Asterisk, but here's what they don't see. The cracks that start before anything breaks. Let me take you back. I wasn't some genius. I wasn't born into wealth. I was just hungry. Not I want to do well hungry. I mean the I need to prove everyone wrong kind of hungry. Asterisk, I hated being average. Hated the idea of wasting years chasing a piece of paper in school, hoping someone in HR might one day give a damn. Asterisk, so I started building. Freelance, side gigs, copywriting content, whatever I could get my hands on. If it made money online, I was on it. Asterisk, no mentors, no roadmap, just late nights, trial and error, caffeine and obsession, and it worked. By the time I turned 21, I had stacked systems, clients, automation, passive income, $8K per month, clean, consistent, and all mine. People started treating me differently. Old classmates reached out like I owed them something. Family members were suddenly so proud. Random strangers on the internet called me inspiring. And I ate it up. The validation, addictive. The money, electric. The feeling of control, like a drug. Asterisk, but here's the thing no one tells you about. Building fast. You can scale a business before you build a self. Asterisk. And that's exactly what I did. Asterisk, I built a machine that printed money, but forgot to design a life that made me want to wake up. Asterisk, I told myself I was free, but I was chained to performance. Asterisk, every day became a numbers game. Revenue, conversions, click-through rates, followers, and every dip in those numbers felt like a personal failure. Asterisk, you ever felt like your entire worth was tied to how your striped dashboard looked that day? That was me, and I justified it, called it grind season, told myself I'd rest after the next goal, after the next launch, after the next big win. Asterisk, but the wins came, and the rest never did. Asterisk, because once you get a taste of success, your brain doesn't go cool, let's chill. It goes, what's next? Go faster. Don't fall behind. I couldn't stop. Even when my body started breaking. Sleep became optional. Food was fuel, not pleasure. My screen time hit 14 hours a day, and I stopped feeling anything. Literally nothing. No joy. No sadness, no fear, just flatline. Asterisk, but I still posted. Still took calls. Still acted like everything was perfect. Asterisk, because the worst thing in my mind wasn't burning out. It was being seen as weak. Asterisk, weak was failure. Failure was death. So I kept pushing. Until one day I opened my laptop and stared. 30 minutes, no movement. My brain just refused to work. Asterisk, and then came the panic. Not a breakdown. Worse, a quiet, terrifying realization. Asterisk, I don't want to do this anymore. But I don't know how to stop. Asterisk, because stopping meant losing momentum. Momentum meant relevance. Relevance meant safety. Asterisk, and if I lost that, who the hell was I? Asterisk, the world told me I was ahead of the game. But inside, I felt like a prisoner with no door out. Asterisk, the irony. I created the prison. And every success was another lock on the door? Asterisk, you ever build something that starts owning you? That's where I was. People clapped for my lifestyle, but they didn't see the 3 a.m. spirals. The anxiety attacks masked as busy days. The way I started resenting the very thing I built. Asterisk, I remember one night, lying in bed, eyes wide open, heart racing, chest tight, brain screaming. Asterisk, and I thought, is this what winning feels like? Asterisk, because if it is, I think I'm done playing. Asterisk, there's this moment, not loud, not dramatic, when you realize you're no longer in control. Asterisk, not of your time, not of your emotions, not even of your FCKing thoughts. It doesn't hit all at once, it builds, like static in the background. Until one day, it's all you can hear. For me, it started in the mornings. I'd wake up and just stare at the ceiling. Like I was trying to remember why I existed. My chest would be heavy. Not sad, just weighed down by something I couldn't name. Asterisk, and yet, the world saw the guy who made it. Because I kept performing. Emails answered. Clients managed. Stories posted, smiles. Perfect. Asterisk, but inside, it felt like I was dissolving. It's wild how much you can hide behind a screen. You can sound confident, look productive, even give advice, and still feel like you're quietly dying inside. That was me. I started skipping meals, not because I was too busy, but because I literally had no appetite for life. Asterisk music didn't hit the same. Food tasted like cardboard, wins felt like chores, and sleep. Forget it. Asterisk, I'd lie awake at night, scrolling through the same apps I'd been on all day, hoping something would shake me out of this mental chokehold, but nothing did, because the truth was simple and brutal. I hated the life I built. Asterisk, not because it wasn't impressive, but because it cost me everything else. Asterisk, I was addicted to progress. And progress was killing me. Asterisk, and you know what makes it worse? When people keep cheering. When every post you make gets flooded with, "You inspire me. Teach me your ways. Living the dream. Bro," asterisk, because now, you're stuck in a prison made of praise. Asterisk, you can't be honest. You can't say, "I'm struggling." You can't be human. Asterisk, because your entire image is built on being the exception. And the second you say, "Actually, I'm not okay," you fear it all comes crashing down. So I stayed silent. Until I started cracking. In private, asterisk panic attacks. Random, suffocating waves of anxiety. Thoughts spiraling into darkness. Asterisk, I'd be brushing my teeth and suddenly feel this rush of dread. Like my body was warning me. Something's wrong. We're not safe in here. I couldn't explain it. How could I? Asterisk, how do you tell people you feel like you're drowning in your own success? Asterisk, how do you confess that the dream you sold to thousands is quietly becoming your nightmare? Asterisk, so I kept the mask on, tighter than ever, while underneath I was unraveling thread by thread. Asterisk, and then came the worst part. I stopped recognizing myself. Asterisk, I looked in the mirror and saw someone I didn't know. Eyes hollow, skin dull, smile, fake as hell. Asterisk, and my thoughts got darker. Not, "I want to die" exactly. More like, if I didn't wake up tomorrow, would it even matter? That's when I knew I was in trouble. Because when apathy replaces fear, you're already halfway gone. Asterisk, I started fantasizing about disappearing, not dying, just vanishing. Asterisk, no posts, no DMs, no explaining, just gone. Asterisk, let the algorithm forget me, let the world assume whatever it wanted. I didn't care anymore, because I was so tired of pretending. Asterisk, after the breakdown, people expect some kind of comeback. Asterisk, they want the hero arc, the dramatic return, the look at me now post. Asterisk, but that's not what happened. Asterisk, I didn't bounce back. I crawled, slow, messy, ugly, because when you've built your entire identity around being the one who made it, learning how to just be again feels like starting life from scratch. Asterisk, the first step. I stopped performing. Asterisk, no announcement. No dramatic goodbye. Asterisk, I just logged off. Turned off notifications. Paused the business. Left some emails unanswered. And for the first time in years. Asterisk, I let the world go quiet. And it was terrifying. Because when the noise stops, all you're left with is yourself. And I didn't know who that was anymore. No likes. No money rolling in. No DMs calling me inspiring. Asterisk, just me. Alone in a room. Trying to figure out what it meant to exist without producing. At first, I hated it. The silence was loud. The guilt was heavy. The anxiety didn't go away just because I wasn't working. In fact, it got worse. Because now, I couldn't outrun it. Asterisk, but slowly, and I mean slowly, something shifted. Asterisk, I started doing things that weren't profitable, walking outside, calling people without a calendar invite, reading fiction, sleeping in, cooking without filming it, small SHT, stuff that didn't make me money, didn't grow my brand, didn't move the needle. Asterisk, but it started bringing me back to life. Piece by piece. I cried a lot, laughed a little, felt everything like it was new again. Asterisk, because, in a way, it was. I was learning how to live again. Not for content, not for metrics, just for me. Asterisk, and the wild part. My world didn't end. Clients didn't riot. The algorithm didn't erase me. People didn't forget I existed. Asterisk, they just moved on. And instead of chasing them, I let them go, because I wasn't building for them anymore. I was building for me, and not me the brand, not me the entrepreneur, not me the optimized version. Asterisk, just the raw messy, trying to heal human underneath it all. Asterisk, and here's what I learned. Asterisk, success isn't freedom if it costs you your peace. Money isn't wealth if your mind is bankrupt. And growth isn't worth tea if it buries who you are. Today, I still work. Asterisk, but slower. More intentionally. From truth, not fear. Asterisk, I make less. But I feel more. Asterisk, I don't post every day. I don't chase dopamine hits. I don't care about being ahead. Asterisk, because I'm not running anymore. I'm finally here. Asterisk, present. Grounded, breathing. Asterisk, and that is worth more than $8,000 a month ever was. Asterisk, if you're in the thick of it, grinding, spiraling, faking, hear me. Asterisk, you don't have to earn rest. You don't have to justify needing help. You don't have to burn out to be enough. You already are. And if you've forgotten that, this is your reminder. Unplug. Breathe. Start over if you have to. Not because you failed, but because you finally chose yourself. Asterisk, if this hit you deep. Good. That means something in you is still alive. Asterisk, subscribe, not for the algorithm. For your *CKing sanity. Or keep chasing what's killing you in silence. Your move.